students, I'm back again and I am Manju Ali here with you again today. We're doing something different, a thrilling chapter, a fictional chapter. What we did earlier, we're doing a different story today. The story is from again a supplementary book of class 10th CBSE English. The title of the story is The Midnight Visitor. Children, circle midnight as well as visitor. It is written by Robert Arthur. About Robert Arthur, he is a renowned writer who writes fictional stories about spy agents, and he has won number of awards for his fictional works. But what does he have to tell us in this story? That's the Midnight Visitor. We're going to that now. Before I go into the explanation of the story, I would like to tell you that there are three characters in the story around which the whole story revolves. Rather, the four characters, I would like to say. Fourth character has a very small role to play. There are two spy agents, there is a writer, and there is a waiter. Now, talking about the spy agents, Osable is the agent first, around whom the entire story revolves. He is a secret agent. Now, before going into Osable's character, I want to explain what is a secret agent. If we read fictional books, we have gone through secret agent stories. They are very tall, good looking, dark, handsome. They live in luxurious ambience with beautiful apartments, with luxurious cars, and they have wonderful rings and watches and glares, and they have beautiful girls all around them, giving them the secret messages. But this character, Osable, who is in this story, who is portrayed by Robert Arthur as Osable, is quite different from this conventional notion of a secret agent. There is a purpose, children, I always tell you, that why does Robert Arthur project Osable quite different from a secret agent? He portrays Osable as a very fat, sloppy person who, in spite of living in France for about 20 years, is scarcely able to speak French and German. He has a very shabby apartment on the sixth floor of a French hotel. And he does not smoke cigars or cigarettes and does not have a pipe in hand, which we generally see the secret agents have. And can you believe he's such a secret agent who does not even have an automatic pistol in hand? So Robert Arthur has portrayed a different picture of a secret agent. He wants to tell us that it's not must that a secret agent should be like this, what is projected in movies or what we think about Sherlock Holmes, for example. So that was Osable. Second character is Fowler. He is a young writer who has also had number of works to his credit, but now he wants to write about Osable, the secret agent. But when he meets Osable, he is really disappointed. Why is he disappointed, children? This must be coming to your mind. He is disappointed because he has the picture of a secret agent in his mind. I told you initially, like tall, dark, beautiful ambience, but he does not find any characteristics of that in Osable. So he gets little dejected. He does not see an automatic pistol even in his hand. No protection, no police, no people around him. He's all alone. The third character is Max, who is a spy agent and an enemy of Osable, who comes in the story to collect some important papers, which Osable has to collect to snatch them from Osable because they were about some missile deal. I talked about the fourth character, who has a very menial role, very small role to play in the story, is a waiter called Henry. He will come at the end of the story. Now, coming to the story, I said this Fowler came to meet Osable to know something about the thrill in the secret agents, but could not get any thrill, so he was disappointed. So he walked with Osable to Osable's apartment in a shabby colony, went up to the sixth floor of a hotel, French hotel, and saw that inside the room was very shabby. When they opened the room, to his excitement, to the excitement of not Osable, a Fowler, he found another person standing there. And that person was another spy agent, children, called Max. He had an automatic pistol in hand and he pointed to both of them, threatening to kill them. Osable remained quite cool. He remained quite calm. He did not show off that he was really in panic, he was under stress, but he kept his nerves cool. And Max told him that he had come to kill him if he would not give him the reports which he is receiving that night. Now is the turn in the story. The climax in the story starts now. If Osable turns panicky, Max will kill both of them. So he thinks that I have to be very calculated, I have to take my moves very smartly. So he weaves a story, children. He fabricates a story and tells him that last week also somebody broke into my room and they came through the balcony. He pointed out to the window. And I don't know how people start coming up from the balcony because it's just nearer to this window. But Max replied he had not come through the balcony. He had used a pass key to come inside the room. When they are entering into conversation, they are talking. Suddenly the doorbell rings. There's a knock on the door. And they all get scared. But he remains cool, Osable. And Max asks him, who is this? So he says that he had already informed the authorities about last week's somebody had crept in. And the police was always ensuring that Osable has enough security, has protection, because he had to receive some important papers. Max gets worried and he runs towards the window and tells Osable that he would wait on the balcony till the police will go. So finally he jumps out of the window and there's a shrill outside, children, and he falls to death. This balcony story Osable had fabricated, had created to save himself and to save his fellow friend. That's Fowler with him. Suddenly the door opens, students, and there is a waiter whom I had said had a very small role to play. He enters the room with a tray which has the drinks on the tray and it has 2 glasses. He leaves it in the room and leaves. Fowler asks Osable that how did this waiter come in and how did he fabricate the story. He said that I had already placed the drinks order before coming to the room, and if he had not fabricated this story of the balcony, they would have lost their life. So the presence of mind was really important, children. That finishes the story. Now what is the theme of the story, children? For me, there are a number of themes. Obviously, for you also, there can be a number of themes. For me, first important theme is that true genius lies in the presence of mind. Number second can be, you cannot judge a person by his appearance. Like Osable was very fat, was very sloppy. He did not have luxurious ambience. He did not have the guards around him. But he was very intelligent, a lot of wisdom. He was really calculated. He knew how to play his cards. He saved himself and his friend from being killed by Max. So he knew how to play cards, how to be cool, how to fabricate a story. So these are the important characteristics of a secret agent, children. It's not must that you should have automatic pistol and that you should have girls around you. You should have luxurious ambience around you, only then you can work. He had the true presence of mind. And we could not judge at the initial of the story when the story started that he would be a wonderful agent. But by the end of the story, he turned out to be a wonderful agent. That's the end of the story, children. Coming to some of the important questions. Number first, why had Fowler wanted to meet Osable? I told you he was a writer and he wanted to meet Osable because he wanted to write some thrilling stories about secret agents. But when he met Ossible, he was disappointed because he could not find any characteristics of a secret agent in Ossible. Number second, why did Ossible frame the story of the balcony? See, he was an intelligent person to be suited as a secret agent. When he was in conversation with Max, if he had not fabricated this story, woven this story of the balcony, he would have lost his friend along with his fellow friend writer. So it was important that he saved himself and his friend from being killed. That's why he invented the story of the balcony, that it was nearer to his room, outside his room, near the window. So that's why Max jumped out from there, but there was no balcony there. He lost his life. The third question, who actually knocked at the door and why did he come in? I said it was waiter, the Henry, because Ossible had placed the order of the drinks before he had entered the room. He came in to serve the drinks. Children, I hope that I am able to explain the story very well. Please read the text thoroughly, then listen to the videos again. I'll be really happy if you put your comments in the comment box. That will help me to improve more. That's for the day. Thank you very much and God bless you.